Welcome to the basic training video for your Vinyl4 Hobby vinyl cutter. But once the machine is on, you will see on your display screen it displays your speed and your force, which you can both adjust using your directional buttons here. Now for speed, you will use your up button to increase the speed and your bottom button to decrease the speed. And for your force, you will use your left and right buttons to increase or decrease the force. Now let's get through the rest of the buttons. On your left here you have your reset button, which will reset your machine and cancel anything that it was doing, sending the carriage back to its origin position. Now the next button is our offline and pause button. Now the button here has two functions. So while you're setting up, this button gives you access to your X and Y axis, which then allows you to move your carriage left and right, or your material up and down. The next button is your setup button. Now this button gives you access to the menu where you can change your language, your scale, your connection, or access your files from your USB disk. The next two buttons is test and origin, which you will see in action just now. Now let's take a look at how to load the vinyl. So the first thing you want to check is to make sure that your wheels are aligned to the rollers. And as you can see in this case, this wheel is out of position. So we'll align it like this. And then you load the vinyl. And once you have loaded the vinyl, lock the pinch rollers. So now I'm going to move my carriage to the left. And then once I'm in position, I will press origin to tell the machine that that's the position I want to start cutting from. And always remember, whenever you move your carriage to whether to do a cut or a test cut, always press the origin button. Otherwise, the carriage will always move back to the previous position that it remembers as the starting position. So for example, if I want to start cutting over there, I'll access my X and Y values, move my carriage to whichever position that I want, set my material to whichever starting position that I require, and then press origin. And as you can see, my X and Y values have resetted to 0, rendering this the new starting position. So now let's get to the blade. This is your blade right here and this is your blade holder. So you need to take it out by releasing this tension here and then simply picking it out. Now this here is your plotter pen and this is how you put it in. So just like the blade will go in, the plotter pen goes in the same way. You just drip it in from the top here and then we are ready for plotting. However, I'm going to take it out because we are going to be doing cutting. So this here is your blade holder. And to remove your blade, what you need to do is push the button at the bottom here. This will push your blade up and then you can simply pick it up from the top. And then to get your blade back in as well, you can push the button up and then simply drop it in and then release. So now to get the height of your blade right, what you need to do is release the lock nut here. And then this will give you room to move the lock nuts at the bottom up or down. And as you can see, the blade is just coming out. So for now, we'll lock it off where it is. So now you need to test it on the vinyl to see if it's too much or it's too little. So put the blade back in and now we are ready to test the blade. And that's what the test button is for. And as you can see, because this cut out perfectly, it means my blade is set right. However, if the backing paper was also cut through, it means my blade was set out too much. Well, that concludes your basic training for your Vinyl4 Hobby vinyl cutter. Now for more training videos, please visit vinyl4.com for more training on software, basic cutting and contour cutting. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you soon.